Starting in a comfortable seat. So comfortable means that you can sit down and sit up nice and tall with relaxed shoulders without any discomfort. If there is discomfort in the hips or you've got tight hips and your knees are kind of up like that, then you can take a block or even like a firm pillow or a bolster, place it right underneath you so that it lifts up the hips and you can sit comfortably. This part is really important, so don't skip out on it. If in either position, whether you have a prop under you or not, your knees and legs are not comfortable being folded, you can extend them out in front of you, and that's fine as long as you can sit up nice and tall while we do our breath work versus slouching down. So keep that in mind. Pause the video if you have to get into a seat. We're going to begin alternate nostril breathing. So go ahead and close the eyes once you have found that seat of choice. Take a deep inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the mouth. Three more times, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And with each exhale, I want you to relax the shoulders. With each inhale, lift the chest nice and high. To support your torso, to support sitting tall without slouching, it does require that you slightly engage your abs. So this will be an engagement that you're doing the whole time. If you're not used to that, you'll forget, but you'll notice you start slouching and then just sit back up, lift the chest, and squeeze the abs gently. With the eyes still closed, to bring your awareness to the natural breath flowing in and out of the nostrils. Natural meaning you're not changing the breath or deepening it. You're just breathing naturally and noticing, observing. Noticing the sensation of the breath as you inhale, brushing against the nasal passages. Maybe noticing the sensation of the breath as you exhale, brushing against the upper lip. Take a few moments to practice focusing intensely and solely on the breath flowing in and out of the nostrils. You're focusing on the sensation of the breath, what you feel as you follow the flow of breath, and where you feel it. Bring your attention down from the nostrils to the chest and focus on the natural rise and fall of the chest. With each inhale, the chest rises slightly, and the chest falls on exhale. Just noticing whenever your mind or attention wanders, that is okay, that will happen, that does happen. Your job is to simply redirect the mind, just like a child. Redirecting attention, training your attention span, essentially. So no matter how many times you have to redirect, it doesn't matter. We're now going to begin deepening the breaths and elongating the inhales and exhales to prep for our breath work. So, deepening the breath means making a longer, slower, more patient inhale and exhale. So what you're going to do is you're going to start your inhale in the belly and draw it all the way up into the chest. So when you inhale, your belly should inflate a little like a balloon. You're like trying to inflate your belly. And then when the belly is full, draw that breath up into the chest. And as you exhale, the chest will fall and draw the belly back in towards the spine. Inhale to fill the belly up first. From there, draw the breath up into the chest. With an equally long and patient, slow exhale, drawing the belly back in with each exhale breath. So it's an expansion and contraction of the belly. Expanding on inhale, contracting on exhale. Shoulders are relaxed. Face is relaxed. There's no strain in the breath. It's smooth and fluid. Go ahead and take the right hand, and if you have to open your eyes to look, you can. Right hand, peace fingers, so index and middle finger. Take the tips of those two fingers and place them in between the eyebrows on the forehead. We're going to begin our alternate nostril breathing, and just try your best to maintain that nice, slow, elongated, patient breath from the belly to the chest and chest back to belly. Together, let's all take a deep inhale now through both nostrils. Block the right nostril with your thumb and exhale left for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale left nostril, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block with your pinky and ring finger. Exhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right, 3, 4, 5. Block with your thumb. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale left. Block it off. Exhale right, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale right, lifting through the chest. Block it off. Exhale left, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale left, fill up the belly first, then to the chest. Block it off. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block it off. Exhale left. Inhale left, belly to chest, sitting tall. Block it off. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pinch it off. Exhale left. Inhale left. Block it off. Exhale right. Inhale right. Block it off. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Release your right hand. Let the palm rest on the top of the right thigh. Keep the eyes closed. And just come back to the natural breath. Release any effort in breathing and just breathe naturally through the nostrils. Noticing now the left and right streams of air flowing in and out. Noticing them separately while also noticing it at the same time. Notice the left breath as separate from the right. It's like as if you're breathing in two streams of air and exhaling two streams of air. Go ahead and bring your palms together, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Take a few moments to set an intention for your day today, just for today. And as you're formulating your intention, I want you to do your best to visualize your intention in form. What would you be doing? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it change your day? All the details that you could think of. Paint a picture in your head of your day with your intention manifested. How would the day be going? And then repeat your intention mentally 3 times. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we're going to begin still sitting down. If you have something underneath you, like a block or a bolster, you can move it from underneath you now, sitting flat. And if your legs are extended out, go ahead and cross your legs. Inhale, go ahead and sweep the arms up overhead, looking at your fingers. Really reaching so you're stretching the side waist. And as you exhale, bring the right hand on the mat to the right and extend the left arm over the left ear, bending towards the right. So you're pressing your left side to the left. You're reaching your left fingers to the right as far as you can. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Look at the fingers. Exhale, left palm comes to the mat. Right arm reaches over the right ear to the left, bending the right side. So it's not just an arm movement, it's the whole right side of your body bending, bowing. Inhale, back to the center. Reach up so you're stretching the side waist. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Left fingers in front of you, right fingers behind you. Look over the right shoulder. Squeeze your abs as you twist. Inhale, arms overhead, back to center. Looking at the fingers. Exhale, twisting to the left. Right fingers in front, left fingers behind you on the mat. Look over the left shoulder. Squeeze your abs as you exhale to help deepen the twist. Inhale, arms overhead, back to the center. Look at your fingers. Exhale, bring the hands behind you Interlace your fingers and squeeze the shoulder blades together, and you're going to straighten your arms so that your knuckles are on the mat. Press the chest forward, stick the butt out behind you, kind of like arcing the spine, like in cat-cow, and then lift the chest, lift the head, and look up. Take a deep inhale into the throat. Exhale, bring the navel towards the spine. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, release the fingers, arms come up overhead, looking at your fingers. Exhale, folding over the legs, fingers land on the mat, round the spine, bring the chin to the chest, and let your shoulders fall forward. Take deep inhales into the chest so that your upper back inflates. Inhale and just kind of roll your torso back up, coming back up into a seated position, sitting tall. You're going to take your arms overhead and grab the elbows, opposite elbows. Try to keep it really light. Don't grab too tight. I like to just rest my fingers on my biceps or on my triceps. And the back of your head is kind of touching the forearm. So the chest is lifted here. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn towards the right, and then kind of fold down towards that right knee. Inhale, sweeping over towards the left knee now. And then lifting the torso up. You're making circles. Coming back to the center. Exhale towards the right. Coming down towards that right knee. Sweeping over to the left as you inhale and then back up. Exhale down towards the right knee. Inhale, sweep over to the left and back up to the center. Switch directions. Exhale down to the left knee. Inhale, sweeping over to the right and back up to the center. 2 more times that direction on your own pace, own breath. One more time. Inhale, arms go up, looking at the fingers, and exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Go ahead and come onto hands and knees. We're going to do a couple cat-cows before we perform our Kundalini twist. So coming onto hands and knees with your wrists right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips. Do about 4 cat-cows at your own pace. So inhale, arc the spine, lift the chest, look up. And exhale to round. Make sure when you round, you're pushing the ground down with your palms and bring the chin all the way to touch your chest. So really stretching the back of the neck. 3 more times. As you inhale to arc the spine and look up, draw the breath all the way up into the throat. As you exhale, imagine and focus on exhaling your breath into the upper back. One more time. Inhale, come to a neutral, and then come sitting on your heels. So for this next one, for Kundalini twists, you can sit on your heels if that's somewhere that you can be comfortably, if it doesn't bother your knees. We'll be sitting here for about 2 minutes. But if you know that this is uncomfortable for you, then go ahead and grab that pillow, bolster, or block again, and sit on that for support underneath you. Legs crossed if you can have it that way, preferably. If you have to extend them, then do what you must. Listen to your body. So, shoulders are relaxed in Kundalini twist. Try to keep them relaxed as much as possible. Bring your fingers to touch your shoulders and just slightly lift. You don't have to have really high elbows because that puts a little bit of strain on the shoulders. So your shoulders can be, or your elbows can be slightly down. We're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. So it'll be like this. And we're going to do that for about 2 minutes. So I'm moving my block because I don't like it for that. If sitting flat, try sitting flat. If that works, go for it. But do what feels comfortable. Go at your own pace. We'll be doing this for 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and begin. Inhale right, exhale left. Wait. No. Inhale left, exhale right. We'll cut that out. Inhale left, exhale right. Feel free to close your eyes if you like, or keep them open. Begin to slow down. Begin to shorten the twisting, coming to a stop. Drop the hands, relax the hands on the tops of the knees. It's okay if you feel a little dizzy or lightheaded. Just take a moment to sit and focus on the natural breath. Noticing any sensations that you feel in the body, just taking note of them, and that's all. Noticing the flow of breath. Can you notice a difference in the flow of your breath now versus at the start of the session? Feeling more open, maybe more clear. Notice any sensations in the head, in the chest, in the spine. Go ahead and open the eyes whenever you're ready. Coming into child's pose. Bring your knees wide for child's pose, as wide as the mat. Forehead down to the mat, and go ahead and sweep your hands behind you, just kind of like you're grabbing your heels. And relax the shoulders. Let the shoulders fall forward. Taking a few breaths here, breathing from the belly into the chest. On an inhale breath, go ahead and sweep your arms forward, bringing the palms onto the mat in front of you. And then inhale, next inhale breath, come onto your hands and knees, bringing the knees right under the hips, just like cat and cow, and the wrists are stacked right underneath the shoulders, or shoulders stacked over the wrist. Thread the needle. So inhale, you have two options. Sweep the left arm up towards the sky, looking at the fingers, or you can bring your left hand to the left hip if that's better for your shoulder, if you have any shoulder things. So inhale, twisting to the left, look over the left shoulder. And as you exhale, you're going to sweep this left arm through the right, reaching to the right. If you have your left hand on the left hip, just go ahead and release it and then reach your left arm to the right. Inhale, left arm goes up, or keep the hand on the hip, whatever you prefer. Exhale, twisting to the right, reach to the right, underneath that right arm. So it's almost you're bringing that left shoulder towards the ground here. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, reach the left arm through the right to the right. From here, go ahead and lower that left shoulder down to the mat and lower the left side of your face, kind of like your left ear, to the mat. Bring this right hand, kind of bend the right elbow, and bring the back of your right hand to the lower back, or to the left hip if you can take it that far. And then turn and look over the right shoulder. Gently press the back of the left arm into the mat so you're not just dumping your weight in the left shoulder here. Inhale into the ribs. Exhale, squeeze the abs. It's like you're twisting with your core. Looking over the right shoulder to the ceiling. Go ahead and bring that right hand back to the mat, somewhere near the top of the head, and then bring your left palm back to the mat. So we're going to do the other side. Inhale, right arm goes up, either right arm up or right hand on right hip. Exhale, twisting to the left, reach your right arm to the left. Inhale, right arm comes back up. Looking at the fingers. Exhale, reach the right arm to the left. Twisting to the left. One more time. Inhale, right arm goes up. Exhale, reach to the left. And then lower the right shoulder down to the mat. And the right side of your face, the right ear. And then bring the back of the left hand to the middle, to the lower back. Or over to that right hip if you can reach. Turn and look over that left shoulder to the ceiling and just gently press the back of the right arm into the ground. Again, so you're not dumping your weight in the right arm, the right shoulder. Deep inhales into the ribs and the chest, and exhales to squeeze and twist. So squeeze the abs with your exhale breath. Breathing deep into the upper right back side of the body, where you feel that stretch from the shoulder being on the ground, and from you gently pressing down into the right arm. Bring the left fingertips on the mat, somewhere near the top of the head for support, and then go ahead and bring the right palm back to the mat. Knees are wide. We're going to take child's pose. So wide knees, butt to the heels, lower the forehead, and sweep the hands towards the back so that your shoulders can just fall forward. Big inhale breaths, mainly into the chest so that you feel the upper back inflate, the chest inflates. The ribs inflate out towards the sides, possibly pressing into the inner thighs. From here, on an inhale breath, just sweep the arms forward, but really reach forward. Reach forward as much as you can. So kind of like walk the fingers forward. The arms are nice and straight. No part of the arm is touching the mat, just the palms. And then on an inhale breath, you're going to round the spine. So bring your chin to your chest. Round the spine as you come up onto your knees. Come all the way forward and lower the hips. So cobra. Hips are lowered, arms are straight, pressing into the ground. And take your shoulders down the back and away from the ears. One of the best ways to do that is to literally push the ground down, lifting the chest up higher than the shoulders. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your butt towards your heels and forehead back to the mat. Inhale, round the spine, chin to chest, come forward. Lower the hips and lift the chest as you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze the abs, bring the butt back to the heels, forehead to the mat. Inhale, round the spine with the chin to the chest, coming forward. Lower the hips as you exhale. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders down the back. Exhale, squeeze the abs and bring the butt back to the heels, forehead to the mat. Inhale, come forward slightly, hands and knees. Curl the toes and press your butt up into down dog. Your feet are hip width distance apart in down dog. Press the heels down. So looking at your toes is where your gaze should be right now, checking out your feet placement. And then bringing your attention to your palms. Your palms are glued to the ground. So with glued palms, push the ground away from you. The chest will come towards the thighs. From here, begin walking your feet towards your hands until you come to the top of the mat in a forward fold. If you have to bend your knees, you can bend your knees. Grabbing opposite elbow for hanging ragdoll. You can grab opposite elbows. You can cross your arms, your forearms, whichever works, so that you're not holding anything. So you're just hanging here. It's gravity that's doing the thing, not you. Drop the head. Relax your dome. Big breaths into the belly. Bend the knees so that your belly is resting on the thighs. Big belly breath. So inflate the belly as you inhale. And as you exhale, just gently draw the elbows down with your hands. Next exhale breath, release the hands. Inhale, keep the chin to the chest and slowly roll yourself up. If you can't roll up on one inhale breath, that's okay. You can take multiple breaths. But keep the chin, chest, keep the shoulders falling forward. And then when your shoulders naturally roll back, not because you rolled them back, but they naturally roll back, then you can lift the head. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, look at the hands. Exhale, interlace your fingers and bring the hands behind the head. Hands behind the head and shoulders, elbows pressing back. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, lean back, so you're arcing the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, bring the elbows towards one another and bring your chin to the chest. And then begin rolling down. You're drawing your head down, shoulders down. Bend the knees and roll all the way down as far as much down as you can. Belly to thighs. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, you're going to roll back up. Rounding the spine as you roll. As the legs straighten and the chest lifts, then the head begins to lift. The elbows come back, and then the chest lifts towards the sky. Lean back, arc the spine. Exhale, bring the chin back towards the chest, the elbows towards one another, rolling down. Bending the knees as you come down to bring the belly to the thighs. Inhale, keep the knees bent. Lift the belly off the thighs, rolling back up. As you're coming up, your legs are straightening. Once the chest lifts up, then the elbows press back, lean back. One more time. Exhale to roll down. So guide your head down, chin to chest, bring the elbows towards one another. Bend the knees, and you're looking to bring your belly and chest to touch your thighs. So it's like a forward fold. Inhale to lift back up, to roll back up. Imagine you're rolling up, uncurling the spine. And as you exhale, release the hands from behind the head and bring your hands down to the sides. Walk to the top of the mat. If you're not already at the top of the mat, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Look at the hands in prayer. Exhale, bend the knees as you fold over the legs. Belly comes to thighs, chin to the chest. And you can release the hands, grab the backs of the ankles or calves. Inhale, flat back. Lift the chest, look forward, press the shoulders down the back. For flat back, your palms can either be on your shins or on the floor if you're able to keep the back flat and not round. So shoulders down the back. Exhale, right foot steps back far as you can take it, farther than you normally would. Lower the right knee. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Look up at the fingers. Exhale, palms come to the mat. Left foot steps back. Bring that left knee to the mat. Inhale, arc the spine. Stick your butt up. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, walk your hands forward to the top of your mat. And then lean forward. So shift the weight slightly forward. And lower chin and chest first. So the butt and the hips are still up. As you exhale, slide the legs out behind you to lower the belly. And then press the pelvis into the mat. Press the tops of the feet, the tops of your toenails into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, drawing the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, curl the toes, bend the knees, coming back into down dog. Looking at your toes, heels pressing down. Push the mat away. Palms are glued, but you're pushing the mat away. Inhale, right leg up. Bend the right knee. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands, top of the mat, and lower left knee down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Look at the fingers. Squeezing the abs. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Left foot steps forward. Fold over both legs. You can have your knees bent in any forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Shoulders down the back. Lift the chest, lift the head. Exhale, drop the head, chin to chest, and fold over the legs. Inhale, sweep arms up and rise. Hands in prayer overhead. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. Inhale, send your prayer hands right back up, so straight up. Exhale, open the arms into a T shape and swan dive over the legs. Bend the knees, belly to thighs, chin to chest. Drop the hands, drop the head. Inhale, flat back, lift the chest, lift the head, shoulders down the back. Exhale, left foot steps back as far as you can, farther back than you would normally take it. Lower left knee. Squeeze your abs here, your lower abs, and inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Looking at the fingers. Exhale, bring the hands back to the mat. Right foot steps back, right knee meets the left. Inhale, arc the spine, lift the chest, look up. Walk the hands to the top of the mat if they're not there already. Shift the weight slightly forward, and then like a push-up, a girl push-up, lower chin and chest down. Hips are still up. On an exhale breath, straighten the legs out, lower the belly, and then press the pelvis into the mat and press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders down the back, away from the ears. And if your chin is kind of sticking out, head out like that, bring it back and bring it down, creating length in the back of the neck space. Exhale, bend the knees, curl the toes, and come into down dog. Inhale, left leg up, bend the left knee. Exhale, step it forward. It helps to squeeze your abs as you step forward. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Squeeze the abs. Exhale, palms come to the mat. Right foot steps forward and fold over both legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up. Let's rise. Hands in prayer above head. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Drop the hands down the sides. Just take a moment to check your positioning, your body. Make sure your feet are hip width distance apart. Make sure your tailbone is tilting down and not sticking out behind you. And just gently draw in the belly, in towards the spine and up towards the ribs. Maintain those postures, those locks, and inhale and sweep arms back up overhead. Look at the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, fold over the legs. As you're folding over the legs, you're pressing your butt up. Drop the hands, drop the head, chin to chest. Inhale, flat back, lift the chest, lift the head, shoulders down the back. Exhale, right foot steps back, nice and far as you can take it. Lower right knee. Inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. Bring the hands, the palms to the back of the head. Inhale. So we're going to kind of do like a cat-cow thing. And before we begin, check your left foot and make sure you're pressing the foot down and forward. And then inhale, lift the chest, arc the spine, lean back. And as you exhale, you're going to round the spine. So you slightly straighten that left leg, round the spine, bring the elbows towards one another, and chin to chest. Inhale, bend back into that left knee, bring the elbows away from each other, so press them back. Lift the chest, press the back of the head into the palms, and breathe into the chest. Leaning back, bending backwards. Exhale, rounding the spine, bring the elbows towards one another, and slightly straighten the left knee, chin to chest. Inhale, bend back into the left knee, lift the head, pressing it into the palms, press the elbows back, arc the spine, lean back, and open up the chest. Exhale, squeeze the abs, and round the spine, chin to chest, elbows coming towards one another, slightly straightening that left leg. Inhale, lift the chest, release the hands, arms overhead. Exhale, bring the fingers to the mat. Curl the back toes, and then straighten that back leg. So lifting the right knee off the mat. Inhale, squeeze your abs here, so you're in like a runner's lunge. Squeeze your abs, and then sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. Keep pressing that left foot down and forward. As you exhale, so the back heel is lifted high and the toes are facing forward. So just make sure that that's the case. Toes aren't out to the side, they're forward. The hips are squared with the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up, suck the belly in. Exhale, squeeze the abs, twist to the left, and open your arms into a T. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward and up. Both arms come back up to the ears. Exhale, lean forward with your torso like halfway, so a diagonal, and then sweep the hands to the back of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, squeeze and twist to the left, open the arms. Inhale, sweep both arms back up through the center towards the ears. Exhale, lean forward halfway, diagonal, and sweep the hands to the back. One more time. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, twist to the left, open the arms. Inhale, sweep both arms back up, front and center, towards the ears. Exhale, diagonal, lean forward, sweep the hands to the back. Go ahead and lower the fingers to the mat. And we're gonna step back into a one-legged down dog. So as soon as you step this left foot back, send it up into the air and stack open the hips. This should give some relief to that left hip, relieving that tension. Exhale, left foot comes down. Pedal out the feet if it feels good in your hips. And then drop the knees, wide knees. So knees as wide as the mat, butt to heels and forehead to the mat. Inhale. Make sure you're reaching forward as much as you can with your palms. And as you inhale, you're going to round the spine as you come forward, leaning all the way towards the top of the mat to lower the hips. Exhale here. Inhale, push the ground down, lift the chest, lift the head slightly. And exhale, curl the toes, press back into down dog. Heels pressing down. Inhale, right leg goes up. Bend the right knee. Stack open the hips. So that means that your right hip is stacked over the left. Make sure both arms are still straight. One arm may like to bend. Keep it nice and straight. Push the ground down. Exhale, squeeze the abs and step the right foot forward in between the hands. And lower the left heel to the mat. So left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Bend into the right knee. And inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, open up into T-arms, facing the left, palms up. So we're going to do something just a tad bit different here. We're going to take an inhale, reverse warrior. So right arm is going to go up towards the back of the mat, but this left hand is going to extend forward towards the top of the mat with the palm facing the front of the mat. Inhale, we're going to switch our arms and our torso position. So come back up. Bring this left arm over the left ear. Right arm is now extending to the back of the mat, palm facing the back of the mat. Inhale, bring your torso back up in center, and then right arm goes over right ear, left arm goes towards the front of the mat. Exhale, reaching that right arm forward, and then sweeping it to the back of the mat. Left arm goes over left ear. Inhale, right arm up into the back, left palm pressing to the front. Exhale, right arm, right palm pressing to the back, left arm reaching over left ear to the front. Inhale, come back into warrior two, T-arms, palms up, shoulders relaxed. And then go ahead and sweep this left arm down and forward and bring both arms up, warrior one. Straighten that right leg. Here, go ahead and grab your blocks. If you know that you can't reach the ground, in a forward fold here comfortably. Grab your blocks. And then position your back foot. You may have to step it in a little bit or turn the toes slightly so that your hips are square with the front of the mat. Typically, the pelvis and the hips are facing the left corner of the mat. You want your pelvis to face the center of your pelvis to be facing the center front of the mat. So inhale, sweep arms up overhead. Right leg is straight. Lift the right toes slightly so that the ball of the foot is still touching the mat. And I'm having you do this because I want you to focus on pressing into the ball of the right foot. So you're pressing down and forward. And then the back foot, you're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. So your feet are pressing away from each other. Exhale, bring the hands down to the blocks, folding over that right leg. Now, the placement of your left block, bring it so that the left wrist is right under the left shoulder. Inhale, you're going to bring the right hand to the right hip and then twist to the right, stacking the shoulders. Exhale, right hand comes back down to the block and fold over the right leg. Inhale, lifting the torso halfway back up and then twisting to the right. You can have right hand on right hip or extend the right arm to the sky, palm facing the front of the mat. Exhale, right palm comes down to the block, fold over the right leg. Inhale, lift the chest and then twist to the right. Exhale, right hand comes down, fold over right leg. Inhale, lifting the chest, shoulders down the back. This time, so it's like a flat back here, right? Shoulders down the back, chest is lifted. Take your right palm to the lower back. This is a way to make sure your hips are square and not kind of with the right hip cocked forward and left hip back. It's right hip back, left hip forward. You see the difference when I do it with my hips? So your hand kind of is like that balancing measurer, I guess you could say. Inhale, twist to the right. Keep that right palm on the lower back and look over the right shoulder. Exhale, stay right here and squeeze the abs. Exhale, bring that right palm back down. Go ahead and move the blocks. Bend slightly into the right knee. Lift the left heel up and step the left foot forward, folding over the legs. Belly to thighs, chin to chest. Inhale, flat back. Shoulders down the back, lift the chest. Lift the head. Exhale, fold. Chin to chest, head down, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep arms up and rise. Hands in prayer above head. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Draw the belly in, tilt the tailbone down. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, fold over the legs. Chin to chest. Inhale, flat back. Lift head, lift chest, look forward, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, left foot steps back as far as you can, and then lower the left knee down. Bending into this right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers and exhale, bring hands, the palms to the back of the head, to the base of the back of the head. So where the head and the neck meets. Inhale, lift the chest, lean back, press the elbows back, bending into that right knee. As you exhale, slightly straighten that right leg and then bring the chin down to the chest to round the spine and the elbows towards one another. Draw the belly in. Inhale, bend back into the right knee, press the elbows back as you lift the chest and lean back, pressing the back of the head into the hands. Exhale, squeeze the abs as you come forward, straightening that right leg a bit. Chin to chest, elbows towards one another. One more time. Inhale, come back to just kind of neutral. Release the hands, arms overhead. Look at the fingers. Exhale, bring the palms to the mat. And then you can walk, if your right foot is, your ankle is past the, in front of the knee, just go ahead and bring it back so it's just right underneath that knee, stacked ankle and knee. And then curl the toes and straighten that back leg. Bending into the right knee, runner's lunge, squeeze the abs. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the torso, arms overhead. Back heel is lifted high and the toes are facing forward. Exhale, squeeze the abs and twist to the right, opening the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up towards the ears. Exhale, lean forward slightly, making a diagonal, and then sweep the hands to the back. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Arms, biceps coming towards the earlobes. Exhale, twist to the right, open up the arms. Inhale, bring both arms back up towards the ears. Exhale, come onto a diagonal. Suck the belly in towards the spine as you're doing this and sweep the hands to the back. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, twist to the right. Open the arms. Inhale, sweep both arms forward and up. Press that right knee out to the right. If it's coming towards midline, keep pressing it out to the right. Exhale, come to a diagonal, suck the belly in, sweep the hands to the back. Go ahead and drop the fingers to the mat. One-legged down dog, so right foot steps back, right leg goes up. Stacking the hips, giving yourself relief, relieving the tension on that right hip built up from the last pose. Exhale, right foot comes down. Pedal out the feet if you need to. And then go ahead when you're ready and lower your knees to the mat, bringing them as wide as the mat, butt to heels, forehead to the mat. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhale, round the spine as you come forward, all the way forward. If you have to walk your hands forward, go ahead and then lower the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze the abs, coming back into down dog. Looking at the toes, heels pressing down. Inhale, right leg up, bend the right knee, open up the hips. Stacking right hip, left hip over right. Exhale, squeeze your abs as you step this left foot forward in between the hands, top of the mat, and then lower the right heel to the mat. Bend into the left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Looking at the fingers. Exhale, open into T-arms, facing the right. So we're going to do that dancing warrior variation. Right now, palms are facing up. Reverse warrior. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the back of the mat. And right palm presses towards the front of the mat. Exhale, right arm reaches over right ear to the front of the mat. Left palm presses to the back of the mat. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up to the back, right palm forward. Exhale, right arm over right ear to the front, left palm pressing back. One more time. Inhale, come back up into warrior two, palms up. Straighten that left leg, and then exhale, sweep the right arm forward. Both arms come up. So here, your pelvis will be pointing to the right corner of the mat. Go ahead and shift your back foot, turning the toes slightly forward or making any adjustments you need to make. You may have to bring the right foot further out to the right so that your center of your pelvis is centered to the front of the mat. So for me, I have to make my feet a little bit wider. So it just depends, but figure that out. And then as you exhale, fold over that left leg, hands come to your blocks on whatever level works for you. Make your adjustments so that your back foot, that back heel is flat while that pelvis is centered to the front of the mat. Go ahead and lift the left toes up slightly so you're pressing into the ball of the left foot. Bring that right hand to the right hip, left hand to left hip. Inhale, twist to the left, stacking left shoulder over right. Exhale, left palm comes down to the mat. Squeeze the abs as you fold over left leg. Inhale, lift up into something like a flat back, and then left hand to hip, twist to the left. If you like, extend the left arm up to the sky, or leave the left hand on the hip. If it's on the hip, it helps you to remember to press the left hip back so it doesn't shift forward. Exhale, left palm comes down to the left block, folding over left leg. Don't forget to keep pressing down and forward on that left foot. Inhale, flat back, twist to the left, left hand on left hip, drawing that left hip back. Extend the left arm up. Exhale, left hand comes down to the block, folding over left leg. Inhale, come up into a flat back and sweep the left arm up, twisting to the left. This time, bring your palm to the lower back, just making sure that it's still flat. So it will be if the left hip is pressing back and the right hip forward. Squeeze the abs as you exhale. Find expression of your breath here in this pose. Exhale, left hand comes down to the block. Remove the blocks. Lift that back heel up off the mat, turn the toes forward, bend into the left knee, and step the right foot forward, fold over the legs. Chin to chest, belly to thigh. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep arms up. We'll rise to stand, hands in prayer above head. Exhale, prayer hands to the heart. Drop the hands by the sides, palms facing forward. Close the eyes just for a few moments and tune into your internal environment. Tune into the body, noticing how it feels now in comparison to the beginning of practice. Simply noticing how you feel, noticing any changes. Any changes in the body and where in the body have you experienced that shift or that change? Go ahead and open the eyes and come sitting down on your mat. Sit down with legs extended out in front of you. And for this, we're going to use one block. So you only need one block. And also grab your strap. Just have it nearby because we'll be using that as well when we lie down. So flexing the toes. Go ahead and bring your hands behind you, palms on the mat. And I'd like for you to slightly sit on your hands. So it doesn't have to be your whole hand, but I'm pretty much sitting on the index and thumb just to have some stability here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, kind of bend the elbows, and then what you're going to do is you're going to bring your elbows and forearms down to the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, pressing the chest up towards the ceiling, and then gently push your forearms and your elbows into the mat so that you're not dumping weight in the shoulders, okay? So this is going to stay engaged, chest lifting to the ceiling. You're going to inhale, drop the head, press the chest up, so you're inhaling into the throat. As you exhale, you're going to slightly round, bringing your chin to chest, still pressing the elbows and the forearms into the mat. So you're mainly rounding the back of the neck here, bringing the chin down to the chest. Inhale, press the chest up, drop the head back, breathe into the throat. Exhale, rounding the spine, so shoulders slightly coming forward, chin to chest, but you're still pushing the elbows into the ground. Inhale, lift the chest up, drop the head back, push the forearms down. Exhale, bring the head back up, chin to chest, kind of rounding the back of the neck and the upper spine. Inhale, lift the chest up, press the forearms down, drop the head back. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the upper spine, the back of the neck. Inhale, come back up off of the forearms. And we're going to come back into that pose, but in a more restorative sense. This is when you need your block. So I'd like for you to take your block and place it long ways so that the end that's closest to you is going to be mid-back range, so maybe like your bra strap, the bottom of your bra strap, and then it's going to be going up to the upper back in between the shoulder blades. You want the block long ways in between your shoulder blades, basically. So just take a moment to kind of feel that. I definitely use my bra strap as a reference point. And then you're going to lie on the block, drop the head back, drop the arms, the shoulders, and just relax. Focus on breathing big, full breaths, breathing from the belly all the way. Draw the breath from the belly up the front of the body into the chest and to the throat. So what that means is as you inhale, fill the belly up with air first. Once the breath is full there, draw the breath up the front of the body into the chest. So feel the breath rising up and down the front of the body, rising and falling. Breath. We're going to come out of this. So just kind of support yourself by bringing your forearms onto the mat. Lift the head slowly, bringing the chin to the chest, and then rolling yourself up off the block using your abs. Move the block off to the side and come lying down on your back. We're still going to need that block, so don't have it too far away from you. Come lying down. And now you're going to bring the block on the shorter end, like that. You're going to take that block and place it underneath the tailbone, the lower back, that flat part. All right, go ahead and grab your strap. And if you have a strap like this one, like a belt, go ahead and make that loop. I'm suggesting you do it that way instead of you know, just having the strap unhooked, because we want the length of the strap for this one. So have your loop, bring your feet up towards the sky, and you're basically going to bring this loop, you're going to loop your feet, the balls of the feet, like that. All right. For now, legs are straight up, holding on to the loop. Go ahead and bring the loop, holding on to the strap, sorry. Bring the strap overhead, extend your arms overhead, and you're holding the strap with both hands. Arms are extended, and you're just going to, you want the strap to be nice and tight, so it's not loose, so you've got a tight strap here, and you're just bringing your legs as close to the face as you can without strain, so this should feel restorative. And so to do that, you just may have to walk your hands up the strap until you find that point. You see, so I'm kind of walking my hands up the strap, or I'm more so pulling the strap until I find that spot. So I'm going to stop right here. Just make sure that you're just gently pressing the tailbone down into the block. As you exhale, press the belly down towards the spine. Each exhale breath, you're pressing the belly down and pressing the tailbone down. Keep the toes flexed or curled, so toes flexed towards the shin bone. If you find that as you're breathing in this pose and maybe there's a little more space to go deeper, definitely do that by just pulling the strap closer. To come out of this, go ahead and bend your knees, remove the strap off of the feet, bring the soles of the feet to the mat, and then press your heels into the mat to move the block from underneath you. Bringing knees towards the shoulders, taking happy baby. Reach in between your legs and grab the outer edges of your feet or your ankles. Keep pressing the tailbone into the mat. Shoulder blades are nice and flat on the mat as well, so the whole back is flat on the mat. And just let the weight of your arms bring the knees down closer to the ground, closer to the shoulders, and rock from left to right, massaging around the spine. Whenever you feel complete and happy baby, feel free to rock and happy baby as long as you like. And when you're ready, release the feet. Stretch the legs out on the mat, coming into Shavasana, palms up, feet splayed out to the sides. Eyes closed. Just take a few moments to allow the body to settle into rest, to settle into the mat and release the tension, any tension built up from the practice, tension from the day. Relaxing the forehead and the jaws, relaxing the shoulders, and the hands, the palms, Relaxing the thighs and the knees. Relaxing all 10 toes. This is a good time to, if you have time, to take advantage of that time you have and enjoy an extended long Shavasana. Lying here as long as you like before getting up to start the day or getting up to do what you need to do. Bringing the awareness to the rise and fall of the belly. The belly rises on inhale and falls on exhale. And with each exhale breath, as the belly falls, begin to count backwards from the number 11. And the closer you get to 1, the deeper and further you surrender into relaxation.